Hello, Tyler DeWitt here. So I'm going to talk about why tech experience is important for a marketer. In general, let's talk more about search engine optimization. So there's a lot of people out there that think they have tech experience or they are a programmer. You know, a lot of people will go out there and install these Shopify sites, WordPress sites, whatever, and they call themselves a programmer, but they don't really understand the code. Now, you don't need to be an advanced programmer, but it's very important when you approach SEO, search engine optimization. I would say that it's pretty important. It is important that you have somebody that has technical experience or you have technical experience. Originally I was a programmer myself. I write PHP, SQL. I went all the way back to the DOS days. Through DOS prompt and all that. I use Linux operating-based systems. I do some programming still today, but I understand the importance of having someone that's familiar with tech or having someone on your team that's familiar with tech. And once again, like I said, you don't need to be an advanced user, but let me tell you why this is important. Let's get to the narrow end here. For example, your URL structuring, your search engine titles, all that stuff needs to be up to par. And a lot of people that lack technical experience, I see it all the time. Somebody will get a website built, and then you go to the search engines, everything's all sloppy. Their keywords are not optimized in the titles. Their URL structures are not optimized. And that's really important. That's why it's pretty important to have someone, that's good in tech or you have tech experience yourself. And you don't need to be, once again, you don't need to be an advanced programmer, but you got to be very technical about stuff when you're optimizing for Google. When it comes to search engine optimization, you need to make sure every keyword's right. You need to make sure every URL structure is right. And even on the content, the headers, so people can see, like your H1, H2, H3s. Google puts more value on H1 tags than what they do H3 tags. Now, it's not as important as what it used to be 10 years ago, but it is still important. And the whole point of this video is just to kind of emphasize in on keeping everything 100% efficiency, on your webpage, being 100% efficient in everything. It's kind of like a car, compare a Ferrari to a Toyota. A Ferrari is going to be a lot faster. It's going to, move a lot faster, but their mechanics are very technical about every aspect of that car. And you got to think of your website like that. Do you want your website running like an old beat up Toyota, used Toyota, or do you want your website to be, highly optimized with search engines, and then your probability to win the race and rank on the top is going to be a lot higher, or you want your website ranking in the top. You want to increase your chances of probability to rank higher. So it's important that every little aspect of your website is optimized.